Playoffs are here. Playoffs are here. They're less than 1 week away. The matchups are kind of getting solidified as far as seeding and seeds and who will be playing who. If the playoffs started today, this is what the matchups would look like. So we have for the East and the West some of the matchups as far as how this would transpire if the playoffs started today. The Lakers now would be facing the Rockets currently. There's still 2 games, two to 3 games left, so this could change. We're just going by currently today what it would look like. Lakers against the Rockets, Nuggets against Timberwolves, Suns and the Clippers. The winner of that will be playing the Spurs. Trailblazers and the Warriors will be their play-in game. The winner of that will play the loser out of the 7 and 8 seed, and most likely match up with that doomsday team up there in OKC, which no one really wants to see right now. These boys got 63 wins. I think the only team in the conference that wants to see them is San Antonio Spurs. That's the only team that's really want to see them boys like that.
Yeah, Wimby got to be healthy though. You got to be healthy.
Wemby does have a bruised rib. He did go out with a bruised rib. I don't think it's going to hold him back come playoff time. Like I said, they have this week and all of next week before the playoffs start. So yeah, he should have enough time to get those what you say Chinese spare ribs. If you
Come
know,
on,
you
man.
know,
Come
to get
on.
those taken care of and get back in time to when Wemby on the court, you know he's the equalizer. He's gonna do what he needs to do. But what out of these matchups, which one you looking forward to if it transpires and plays out this way? We're just talking about the Western Conference.
Um, Over in the West, I look forward to seeing the Clips and the Suns. That's a good matchup. Clips and
Okay.
the
You know
Suns.
that's
That's a
a
good
one-off
matchup.
though.
Yeah, but still a good matchup though.
Yeah.
And
Who you
then
putting your money on? Kawhi and Darius Garland and Ben Mathen or Devin
that's
Booker
tough.
and Jalen
That's
Green?
that's tough, man. Because the Clippers, they you just sometimes you just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like
Kawhi the Terminator.
they terminate you or they'll terminate themselves. You just don't know. Then you got the Suns over there. I know what you're gonna get from Book. DB kind of like a wild card over there. Because he do his
Mhm.
thing. But again, you just sometimes you just don't know because he's not used to being in that role. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I guess with that being said, with DB not used to being in that role, but I know he is an X factor to me because he is a dog. I probably have to go with the Clippers if it's just a one
Yeah.
game one and done. I'm
One
going
and
with
done.
Kawhi. I'm going with Kawhi.
It will be played in Phoenix, so Suns will have that home court advantage in that one game. If Kawhi is high, he's hard to stop. Like that goes for anybody, any team, any challenger. He is Kawhi Leonard. Like put some respect on that. It's tough to go against him. I think the Suns. I mean, they did lose a tough one last night against the Houston Rockets. KD went up there and got his revenge. Uh, they wanted with 5 days left in the regular season. The Rockets are red hot, and they just 1 game back of the third in the West. They did beat the Suns, like I said last night, going crazy on the run to take the league in the second half. They finished that game 119 to 105. KD had 24 points, 5 threes, led the 7 Rockets with 12 plus points, overcoming the 31 from Devin Booker in a 21-point deficit, which is opposite of how they played against Minnesota deficit. So I think Clippers are kind of rolling right now. I think they might get the Suns. I might agree with you on that. But the Suns, if the Warriors beat that Trailblazers, you can't count Steph out in any one game. And it would be crazy to see if 10 and 7 go against each other and the Warriors end up pulling that out with Steph. I would love to see Steph and Devin Booker go in a winner takes all game, on the
Oh
road.
yeah, that's two killers. Those are two killers right there. That'd be a
Steph
classic
can go
game.
nuclear, and he can talk about Wemby being the equalizer. That boy Steph Curry, Chef, come on, man.
But overall, it still don't matter because whoever played the Thunder going home in the first
Whoever
round,
played
whether
the
it's the
Thunder,
Warriors or it's the
doesn't
Blazers,
matter. Don't
or they
matter.
going home in the first round.
Cancun
Who
on
the-
3.
yeah, and I don't see nobody really taking much off the Spurs too. If Wemby is healthy now, Wemby can't go and he not Wemby, then and the Clippers, let's say the Clippers get that 7 seed, they can rough the Spurs up. You know what I'm saying? I believe that they can rough them boys up.
Are the
So
Spurs and the Thunder on the crash course to the Western Conference Finals? Like I love the seeding that they're 1 and 2 because they won't see each other unless they both make it to the Western Conference Finals, which would make a hell of a playoff series, in my opinion. Can't count
I
the
would say they
Rockets
on the
out or the
yeah.
Nuggets.
I would say they on the crash course. I would say they on the crash course. You can't count them boys out, but I don't see neither one of those teams, the Rockets or the Nuggets, messing with them. The Nuggets got a better shot, but they, to me, right now, yes, they on the crash course because you got the Lakers, who we just talked about them.
Hmm.
They might have had the best chance of beating any one of these teams. You know what I'm saying? Just because Luca is so nuclear. He
Yeah,
probably the most nuclear out of anybody that's in the West. You know what I'm saying in
most
terms of being
definitely,
a scorer. So yeah, they definitely on the crash course. Ain't much that's gonna
definitely.
stop them.
That brings us to the East Conference. You got Detroit sitting up there at 1. There is news reports that Cade will be back in time for the playoffs. I don't want to see them in the playoffs without Cade. I definitely want to see him come back, and hopefully he has some rhythm. Because, like you said, the playoffs are the playoffs, and I'm a big supporter of Cade, man. Us in the channel, we support the local guy for sure. And Cade's doing his thing this season. You got Cleveland against the Hawks. Hawks have been kind of hot lately. Cleveland just acquired, James Harden later in the trade deadline. So him and Donovan Mitchell, will they finally make some noise and have a deep playoff run and stop getting bounced in the first and second round? We'll see on that. Knicks matchup with the Raptors. I would say the Knicks would come out on top on that pause, but we'll see. Young scrappy guys in Toronto, and then you got the Celtics who will play. They're the 2 seed, so Detroit and Celtics will get the winners out of the 7, 8, and 9 and 10 matchup. Speaking of the Celtics, they did just beat the Hornets last night, 113 to 102. Jaylen Brown dropped 35 points, 9 rebounds, looking like an MVP with his supporting cast member Jason Tatum, 23 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Helped the Seas chase down the Hornets, who was dominating majority of the game. They overcame 36 points from LaMelo Ball. LaMelo, bro. LaMelo Ball, bro. 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 6 threes, and that shot that he shoot, that he doesn't jump. He's on his tippy toes, just
One
flick
on
of the
one,
wrist. Like,
one
come
on
on,
one.
bro. They went on a 58-41 second half run to win that game, powered by, like I said, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. I'm excited to see what the Hornets can do in this play-in. I do see them over Miami. And will the Sixers be healthy enough in the playoffs to make some noise, Rich?
That's the one thing we don't know, bro. I know. I feel like I know Maxi gonna go, but I don't know. I just don't know. I can't trust the health of Paul George, and
Joel.
especially not Joel. So they the biggest what if right now. If they healthy,
Mhm.
man, they might be hard to beat. If Joel is truly healthy, not that fake healthy. Um,
Is
but
Tom
and if
Tom hurt?
not, yeah, that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But if not, then I don't like. There's no
With that.
the expectations that they had. They no longer have those expectations. I don't feel like because you just really don't know in terms of health. It's hard to give somebody an expectation when you don't even know if they're gonna have a
They
full squad. You know
100%.
what I'm saying? If they're
Yeah.
100%, so it's like, yeah. I mean, that might be good for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, don't nobody really expect us to do much because we don't really know what we're gonna expect. We don't know what we're gonna get from the big fella. So we'll see. But if they healthy and they can go into the playoffs with a healthy Paul George, a healthy all three of them boys, and they got their supporting cast. Kelly is out there. Nobody want to see them.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Who's in the East? We talked about the West, who's on the crash course to the Western Conference Final. What 2 teams would you say that for the East?
Mm, I don't even see. It's just the East is so. The East is
A lot of
crazy.
parity and like
It's crazy. It's almost like the West in terms of everybody can, like anybody can knock each other off. You know what I'm saying?
Chiefs,
Because
the
you look
Celtics.
at Boston. You want to say Boston is up there. You want to say Detroit is up there. Even without K, they still been hooping. You want to say the Knicks is up there. They got the biggest expectation. But then you got James has joined Cavaliers. They got an expectation.
Mhm.
You got the Hawks has been playing red hot. They kind of got an expectation. The Hornets
Yeah,
is up there. The Hornets is peeking in like, bro, do not forget about us. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Uh,
but
and so I don't know, bro. Who else is up there? It's who else? The Sixers. The Sixers, we just talked about them. They dangerous. The
mhm.
Magic, Paolo looking to go forward a little bit more. Don't nobody really want to see them. They can take some games off you and make you tired.
Yeah,
Um, so bro,
it's tough.
it's tough. It's tough. It's
Yeah, I
tough,
agree
bro.
with you on that, man. I definitely agree, but we'll see because we only a week away. We less than a week away. The playoffs are around the corner. Hopefully y'all feeling like we feeling and can't wait to see. We will be tuned in, making beds props. So make sure you subscribe to the channel to get all the news and info.